This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good. Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, man. You welcome into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here, y'all. We did it. We got to 3,000 subscribers. Today has been quite the day, I have to tell you. Adulting is hard. And you know how sometimes you feel like the goalpost is always moving, no matter how much you try. I feel that, YouTube has become my door, because every time I try to do the right thing, it just seems like, oh, okay, divorce like in the face. And I feel like that's what's happening in our country right now. There's a lot of people trying to do the right thing, and it's like, nope, we don't want that. So tonight we are going to definitely celebrate. So we're going to go back through some of the biggest destinations of all time. And not to mention too, I'm going to show y'all that I was on Nickelodeon 22 years ago. My good friend Bishop, he found the clip of me on Nickelodeon, courtesy of Retro Nickelodeon. So very, very excited. Yes, indeed, here. So with that being said, higher is waiting, low's available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is, hang on. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all you here. Like I said, 3,000 subscribers. And from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being, thank you. I was talking with somebody. I said, YouTube is like a investment in a stock that you don't know if it's going to turn out good or not. Really. And you got to put in that work, child. It is not easy work. It really is not. But to each and every one of you, from the likes, from the comments, the shares, and subscriptions, and everything in between, truly it makes my heart full to know that you guys have invested in me as I've invested in you. So tonight we're going to just relax tonight, and we're going to look back at some of the biggest destinations that we went to. And also too, I'm gonna show you that clip of me being on Nickelodeon 22 years ago. I can't believe it was 22 years ago. So if I do the oldest, right? So these were the early days here of Braylon's virtual tour, right? And honestly, this was about a year ago. It was in 2023. So 2023, 2024, 2025. So really been streaming for like 3 years now. And then it started off with, just me on StreamYard, right? And then you had me on camera for a little bit. And then, of course, y'all remember the virtual tour live meetups where we would just chill. It would be the vertical, right? It would be vertical. It wouldn't be me on my desktop. And then, of course, you got me and Kendra G there on Kendra G Singles Live. And then, of course, child, ooh, Lord, all the Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. I will say this. Coming into this sector, y'all, it was crazy. I came through a spoiled lemonade factory, and thankfully I've been able to make lemons. I've been able to make my own lemonade, rather. It tastes delicious, sweet. It is full of flavor. But yeah, I'm in some ways I'm glad, in some ways I'm not. You know what I mean? This was when we made it to 1,000 subs. That was a huge moment there, for sure. And then, of course, this is when all the thumbnails started right here. So this was like the early days. And then, of course, we started the deep dives, the Make It Make Sense interview. That was a really good interview with Allison, talking about, Drew and just everything that happened with Ralph. That was a very, very well-detailed interview. And then, of course, me and Gigi Nine doing the Red Love after show. That one was a good time. I'm trying to think. I think that was during the Houston season, if I'm not mistaken, right? As the fireworks are going off there. So then, like I said, these were the experimental, thumbnails for sure. Now, this one right here, that Steve Harvey morning show one, was with Shirley Strawberry and Ernesto, right? Because everybody was talking about Steve Harvey and how he was a part of it. Shirley Strawberry and Ernesto, this guy who really is no good, right? And I was like, oh my God, how are we going to cover this? And I was just like, you know what? We are definitely going to cover it. I just got to figure out how to cover it. So when it came to the Steve Harvey morning show, then I'm like, okay, y'all ready? The mic is hot. So you got the crew there with the microphone, and then hashtag the mic is hot. And then, of course, this was still the rough drafts here. You see that the formation of the thumbnails that you see now. And it's really interesting to go back through and see how far you've come. This was the early days with the purple lights there, as you can see. Then you had the Love and Marriage Huntsville videos there, that iconic thumbnail there. And I always did, my wording in every thumbnail there. So then I think this is when we started with the iconic black background with the blue lights. And then we just started just clocking different topics. Oh, yes, the Betty Boop one. Yes, I do remember Betty Boop. And talking about the musical, that was fun. And we recently, not too long ago, actually talked about the musical itself and the actress as well. Tyrese always got into something. Always got into something. My Lord Jesus. It felt like every day was Tyrese. Jesus Christ. And of course, MGM and Caesar's Palace. Them going through the cyber attacks. That was really, really crazy. Yes, indeed. Then, of course, Joe Cobb, the original announcer of Soul Train, of course. Yes, indeed. Then talking about the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the controversy of the strike happening, but then they had the award show on Netflix. The Breakfast Club, I think they were coming to BET at the time at 9 a.m. And I was just like, nah, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody coming to see them at 9 o'clock in the morning on BET. Of course, the Queen Sheba and Na Michelle interview after show. That one was a big one. For sure. Hey, committed to the journey. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just going through some of the many destinations that we have went to, just kind of hitting some there. But yeah, this interview was a big one here because it was a part of season 6. You know what I mean? Of course, talking about Tasha Butts, a great coach who passed away due to cancer there for sure. Ron DeSantis, yes, talking about Disney and how he did not want, he took away the Reedy Creek district, but yet gave a district to Universal. The Dolby Theater was up for sale a while back. Yes, indeed it was. Tia Norfleet, the first Black female NASCAR driver. That one was a good time. I also know about that reality show, The Underdog, where celebrities got to control content creators and who, will rise up as the underdog. Then, of course, Kiki Jabbar, that interview with Tea Talk with Your Girl, that one was big as well. We didn't know that would be one of the last times, but yes, indeed. Then, of course, the Kiki Palmer Domestic Violence Town Hall. That one was, my Lord, reading those allegations out loud were was very sad, right? And then we saw Kiki go back to Darius, and everybody got an uproar about it. Dr. Tori J. Evans reuniting fathers with their kids. That one was a good one. Of course, The Love of Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 24. And I remember this one because I was at my ex's place there, and I was in the dark, but hanging out with all of you. So that was a good time. And I had a good person in my life at that time for sure. Hopefully she is doing well. And that was also happy birthday to Melody Cherie. And then, of course, this is when I combined both the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine in one show. Okay. Now, this one I don't know why I didn't have the blue background in there, but I think Latoya Cantrell didn't pay for her own flights. And then, of course, Thronius Jackson, being the asshole that he is, saying that, oh, I used to be that way too when it came to the domestic violence. The Walt Disney World, and like I said, with Ron DeSantis, we covered that. And then, of course, the Sphere, talked about that Las Vegas Sphere. I can't remember the story at the time. And then this right here, the CPD lawsuit breakdown. We actually read it live. And then literally breaking news, Kathy and Diddy, that they settled the case one day after. That was huge because I remember it was myself and Make It Make Sense sister, right? So just going through some of the many destinations that we had went to. Of course, Jan Topeka Garnett, one of the plus size contestants, right, from Miss Universe, of course. And then Rich Paul and Adele getting married allegedly. Lord Jesus, there's so many. Let's see here. Let's see. Lunel, I think she was heading to Broadway at the time for her first Broadway debut because she always wanted to go to Broadway. But of course, Amy and TJ. Oh my Lord Jesus, Amy and TJ Holmes. That was messed up. Just, you had the dream job and then you screwed it up. Oh my Lord Jesus. And of course, celebrating Wednesday Talks when she made it to 10K. We celebrated right here on the channel. Andre Breyer passing away. That was quite sad. Barbara Furlow smiles. Yes, indeed. She utilized Facebook's money to be able to fund a lifestyle, right? And then, of course, the Jonathan Majors, The Verge is in. We talked about that live, right? And then, of course, Kamashi, who unalived his ex-girlfriend. He was a former WNBA player, of course. Then we talked about Lizzo and the lawsuit that she was a part of, with the dancers and everything else. And of course, Ozzy Media, we definitely talked about that for sure. This right here was when we got to 70,000 views. And now, when you honestly look at the channel, it's kind of crazy, you know what I mean, to really think about it. We were at 70,000 views at that time. And so now we're at 421,141 views, like no joke. So from 70,000 to that number now. So it's quite crazy. And then right here, 3,070 something subscribers there. Over 1,857 videos, which is mind-boggling. So we're almost to 2,000 original pieces of content, which is like mind-blowing. Of course, talking about Chuck E. Cheese. I think that was the game show at the time. Arcade Heroes, and then of course Grand Theft Auto coming out soon. Let's see here. Man, there was so much. Oh yes, this body butter that attracted spiders. Oh my God, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Then, of course, me being on with Melody Cherie, that was huge as well. Let's see here. The countdown to the Get Down New Year's Eve party. We had a good time in the first 24 hours of 2024 there. Let's see here. Yeah, I remember this one here. They had, so these two right here, those two right there, you see see the cops right there. Apparently, the middle male cop cheated on his wife with a deputy. So we that was crazy. Kelly Price doing the most. Yes, shout out to Chef Don out for that story. That was whew. Then of course, Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams. Oh my God. Man, that was a crazy interview. That was an absolutely crazy interview. I'm just going over some of them. We talked about 90 Day Fiance, the single life. They got another 90 Day Fiance coming up here pretty soon. Then, of course, talked about Michael Strahan and his daughter, Isabella Strahan, going through brain cancer. That was horrific, and we followed it all the way through. The Applebee's date night pass, we talked about that. We talked about Monique and her son, of course. That was something. And of course, the Martell thing here, there was a horrible incident there, but thank God that has passed. My first interview right here with Mary Monroe, that was a good time there. Of course, just hilarious getting the job for the Breakfast Club. And, oh, yes, I remember this. Von Tell, which was a black eyewear glass company, we covered them. And they actually DM'd me to thank me for covering them. And we had a good exchange of the DM. Giving you the Real Tea and Lexi McCullen interview after show. So that was a really good breakdown there. Universal Orlando Epic Universe breakdown show. We broke down the whole entire park. And that one, the Monique interview, it was part 1 and part 2. Man, it was so much going on. Of course, Princess Love and the Celebrity Poker Tour, and then DoorDash, all the ads. Child, that was legit crazy. So you want to make me a cast member? I remember that. Everybody thought it was going to be the one of Daryl Melly. Turns out lies. Bob Marley, One Love, that movie and how that went viral. Oh yes, we talked about this here because Boss Baby said something about bulls, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then this was the millimeter power outage when we were all waiting for Sharnita's World on Nubian TV. Go back. Then, of course, we had the Wendy Williams. Let me get back to where we were. As you can see, we have a lot of content. All of this original digital smigital content, child. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Oh, how can we forget the James Brown interview? Alone from night to night, you find me? Sharnita's World, of course. Then we did the 100,000 total views party. That was a good time there. We didn't do the 250,000 views party. Sadly, I was just so focused. I think I did post it on the community wall, if I'm not mistaken. Then, of course, we had the Walk, where is Wendy Williams. We covered that. Then Sharnita's World. We talked about the Oscar Mayer hot dogs and how, it was plant-based hot dogs that were to come. And then, of course, this show right here is very sentimental because we talked about the Never Ever Mets, the first season. We broke that here on YouTube. That was a good time there. What else? Oh, my Lord, so much. Virgin Voyages, we talked about them a couple of times as well. Bruno Mars and how he had to pay $50 million and showcasing the MGM brand video. That was a good time there. Let's see here. The oldest barbecue joint in the country. That was big. And then, of course, Chris Massey, that at that time with Quiet, the Dark Side Kids TV, we featured many black businesses on many different shows. Let's see here, the Revolt TV breakdown. We were trying to figure out who's going to own Revolt TV. This one was experimental. I did like the little spotlights there. I actually kind of liked that thumbnail there. And then, of course, Order in the Damn Court. This is when we start 3 with the T, of course. Yes, indeed, their Omni was under attack. And then, let's see here. Then we talked about the Tyler Perry Dreamers program there. We didn't talk about that. Dr. Shania Horn came on the channel. When I handled Misbehaving, that was a good time. Hasn't been back since and never will be back. Then the Winter Harris Queen Sheba interview, that was good. O.J. Simpson passed away. That was a huge cultural moment. The Andy Cohen Bravo breakdown, we covered that in the Vanity Fair article. Then the Never Ever Met season 1. Oh my Lord Jesus. Then we had the 2K celebration there. Yes, indeed. We talked about Bounce TV being up for sale. I remember that. Of course, Melody, whenever she did a collaboration with Jay Bolin. Oh, the Amanda Seals interview, child. Oh my Lord Jesus. Just, that was horrific. Just horrific. The Apple AirTag in somebody's hair to track them, that was huge. Birmingham Southern College potentially being up for sale. Studio's opportunity, we talked about that. The Nobody's Business music video watch party, that was fun. Then of course P Valley, trying to get that to trying to see where that was. That family fair story where a woman lived inside the grocery store, that was crazy, right? Talked about Cedar Point and Top Dragster. When Destiny went to jail, that was a huge moment in the Love Marriage Huntsville sector there. And then right here, I remember P. Grapey had spoken out over his guiltiness. Man, that thumbnail there. Ooh, Lord. I just, of course, checking with the king, my man Diego. That was a fun time. And then, of course, Kelly Price there. Talking about her again. Tamar Braxton, Carlos King interview there. The NBC launches Unscripted Accelerator. Then when Maurice Scott got arrested. Then, of course, when Lance got arrested there, some 3 with the T episodes. Now, this one here was interesting because I was passionate, of course, and then it cut out, so I had to restart it. But this one, I remember this because of the fact of there was a little girl who was trying to defend her mom, and they talked about bears and bear meat, and it was just that was bad. That was very, very bad. Then we talked about the Queen's animal documentary, Angela Bassett narrating. Of course, talked about Slice Soda there. And then 45 been found guilty on, insurrection and everything else. Let's see here. Sheila Jackson Lee passing away. That was a huge moment as well. Raymond Santana, who was in the scandal with DJ Envy over the real estate scam. Michael Rainey Jr. faking out everybody. Kanye West being sued for disrespectful behavior. I remember that. The Disney Park, 5th Conversation Town Hall, that was a good one. This brother right here, where he he had that face, and turns out that he paid his he wasn't supposed to be driving, but he paid that up. Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, we covered them as well. The Sonic commercial as well, that was fun. Carnival Cruise Lines, we covered them a couple of times. The Braxtons were back. We watched the trailer there. Let's see here. We've covered a lot. Six Flags, we talked about their $1 billion investment there. Of course, Josh from the Never Ever Mets came on our channel. Me and Gigi got to interview him live. We got to interview I got to interview Millie. Then we got to interview Aaron H. and Diamond. That was huge as well. I think Aaron H. and Diamond were on episode 10. I think I'm not mistaken there. Let's see here. Man, there was so much. The Arena Bowl right there, that was a lot of fun. Subscriber Feud. Oh my God. Y'all, Subscriber Feud was whew. The Carlos King article where he was just being a hypocrite. That was whew, something, child. Chicken soup for the Soul Entertainment going through bankruptcy. That was huge. The Disney Quest revival conversation, that was fun. BET being up for sale, Paramount being up for sale, Prosperity Tech Girl making it to Deadline.com. That was huge because, you know, content creator making it to anything is huge, but to make it to one of the industry sites was huge. The T-Gift conversation. Remember when T-Gift broke up? Apparently, Junkie Dineva wants the group to come back together. Like I said, we went to a lot of destinations. The Paramount Skydance merger, Town Hall, of course. Aisha Menouzo, the first African American executive producer over a primetime game show. We talked about Shrek 5, of course. J.R. Tamar Braxton's former partner, Stephon Mulberry, bringing back his shoes. And then, of course, the interview with Carlos King there with J.R. Then we talked about the Republican National Convention. We did that right there. 3 with the T, Sonny Meeks come on the channel. Yes, we got to interview Sonny Meeks. Yes. LL Cool J, Rock the Bells. We talked about that. When Joe Biden dropped out the race, we did talk about that. That was a moment, wasn't it? Kamala Harris's first day on the campaign trail. Then, of course, we had More Love for Marriage Huntsville reviews. And Clayton County Public Schools, they were short on teachers. We said we celebrate Sassy's birthday on 3 with the T. Then we had Funko Fusion, talked about that video game, the NABJ conference where 47 tried to, downplay Kamala Harris' blackness. Of course, all the Epic Universe news. Oh my Lord Jesus. Let's see here. We talked about this designer who had like a steampunk vibe to her. Celebration Key, we talked about that. Carisha Please. The Carisha Speaks after show. Oh my God. Listen. Like it says here, this was neat to some degree. However, this was a quick trip, grocery store interview with a stop to quick trip on the way home. Of course, Lil Paulette, we celebrate her birthday and my birthday on 3 with the T. Then, of course, we covered the Braxtons, Defendant Shay P, of course. Melody making it to 5,000 subscribers, of course. The D23 Expo breakdown. Then, of course, the DNC. Y'all, when we covered the DNC live on this channel, that was a good time. The Stephen A. Smith Howard Report breakdown. We talked about Tierra Paris Bloom. That was a new hair business there. We promoted so many and still promote so many Black-owned businesses. The Grand Helios breakdown, the new hotel there, Braylon's virtual tour house tour. Talked about the Nissan Kicks. Oh, yes, I remember this young lady, Dr. Guara. She passed away very tragically. The Appalachian High School, the powering that happened there, that literally happened while we were live on tour. Well, I think Divine Virtuous Woman Zero sent us that destination while we were live. Super CJ, remember covering that cartoon. Debate Night Live. Woo, Lord, that was a debate, wasn't it? They're eating the dogs. They eating the cats. They eating the people that came in. Oh, Lord Jesus. We should have been more on alert. Devin Strouder and what's going on? Something. Let's see here. Hoda Kotb leaving the Today Show. That was a moment. Let's see here. Brian Williams coming back to Amazon TV. My Melanin Unwrapping the Culture. That's a black-owned gift wrapping paper companies. We covered them. The Vice Presidential Debate Watch Party. That was cool. Oh yeah, this one here. That interview with Martell and Coleslaw. Oh my god. Oh my god. Then of course, I was on the show from being at the Arkansas State Fair. That was fun. Hurricane Nadine, a lot of natural events that happened. The Don Michelle, It's Illegal Wiretap, bruh, for that. And Don Michelle showcased me on Instagram. That was huge. Talked about Denny's and those three truckers. Then, of course, Queensport. And then that one there is when me and Shay Renee Jones were down and we were back on tour. That was really cool. The Tawanda Braxton, Sean Hall interview with Carlos King. Shaquille O'Neal talking about Drew Reese and him. Shay Renee, our girl Shay Renee there, tried to support her as well. Miss Pat, I think she got renewed for season 2 of the Miss Pat show. Oh yeah. So I see we have some rain in the forecast with 100% chance of a problem. The election watch party, a 10-hour live, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my Lord Jesus. That story about the text messages to those black students at Alabama University was crazy. Covering Red One for sure. That was crazy. The Jay Hill, Monique Samuels interview. iCarly ending, sadly. Queen's Court was a good time for sure. Google might be selling off Chrome. The Lisa Ray McCoy interview. The NBC Universal was selling off the cable networks. I was ahead of everybody on that story. The Keke Palmer, Shannon Sharp interview. Trey Songz and that lawsuit. Shantae Powell and her deodorant, talked about that. Some chill sessions. Resort Recon. That was my first Resort Recon with La Renee Creole. That was a fun time for sure. And we watched it here. Talked about Mattel. I think that was when Mattel had their disability Barbie. We talked about that. Disco, if Disney bought Roku. Steve mentioned the president of Tyler Perry Studios passed away. That was a very tragic event. Definitely covered that. Oh, yes, the heat got to them and they were trying to flies again, getting in their way of doing ish. Yes, indeed. This was a test because StreamYard was out. And then this one here, we talked about an article about plus size women. Of course, the Silver shout out to her. I hope she's doing well. I miss talking to her. Hopefully she's doing well. Breaking down the Carlos King in the rap interview. Karen Huger was guilty. Talked about Carlos Watson. And then I think we talked about a black book there, if I'm not mistaken. The Keke Palmer Lizzo interview, that was huge. Matt Gaetz at his scandal with underage teenagers. How was this something? Oh, yes, I remember the Dream Beyond Film Festival. Yes, definitely talk about that. Carlos Plus Mondays, Equal Disasters, the Marriage Mansion review after show, the You Made It New Year's Eve watch party. I still have the New Year's Eve show, y'all. I had to take it down because I was playing a Dick Clark clip and I was pissed with YouTube for that one. I was pissed at them for a couple of days, actually. And of course, Black PR Wire celebrating 25 years. Talk about that. Let's see here. The Forbes Black 50, top 50 people there. Talk about that. The California wildfires. Remember when one side of the country was hot, the other side was cold. That was huge. Then we talked about Blockbuster making a comeback. Then, of course, Sesame Street might be leaving. We talked about that. Keke Palmer, Master of Me, 106 in Park, and how I pitched 106 in Park to come back. We talked about that. We talked about that flight attendant that got fired. The Wendy Williams Breakfast Club interview. Man, Captain Venus should be on YouTube. I remember that one. That was a good one. Arkansas Storm potentially a football team coming back, the Carnival Excel, where, you know, us, the fans, get to decide the ship. That was cool. Kiara Sheard and, oh my God, Kiara Sheard and John Kelly, when everybody was upset that Kiara Sheard was, you know, her guts were being gone through everything. I'm like, live your life, child. Instagram being up for sale, Blavity, Creative Collective. Yeah, PDF Academics. Yeah, him talking to a 15-year-old was crazy. The Potomac River in Washington, D.C. crash. I remember that. Dish Nation being canceled, Temptation Island, all the Melody Street TikTok Live after shows. The Volcano Bay is the third theme park for Universal Now Water Park. Six Flags, the theme park for the fans of the fans by the fans. First trucks, then planes, now trains, WTF, yes. Ready to Love, covered that. Still covering this, just on a break right now. Oh, I remember this one. That one was funny. That one was funny. That Most Dangerous People in the World. Ooh, Somali Queen scared me on that one. She really did. Black-owned airlines for Spirit Airlines. That was a good conversation. Let's see here. Chuck E. Cheese Arcade, Chuck's Arcade there. Made the Stout. Could have made the Stout a couple of times actually. She paid off some debt courtesy of Frito-Lay, and you know, of course, what happened with Tory Lanez and stuff. The Toys R Us Chuck E. Cheese concept there, that was huge. 842 views. I was very surprised by that one because I'm like, okay, hopefully it'll work out, but it worked out more than I thought. Of course, the Starlight Parade, Ayanu, that new animation classic. We talked about this brother here. He is a Black book author. We talked about Jalen R. Costner. We talked about him. Essence Hollywood House. We talked about Hinge and their new feature where you can send a note to somebody before, you know, when you match with them, they can give you a note of something personal about them. When Angie Stone passed away, that was a very, very sad day for the culture. The Oscars and ABC, well, the Oscars stay on ABC, that was big. Speaking my piece on everything at that time. Wendy Williams passing her exam. Now we're getting into the, you know, newest content here. Of course, single day tickets for Epic Universe were available. Temptation Island. Yes, indeed. The Tesla riots. Forever 21 going through bankruptcy. Deborah Roberts leaving the iconic ABC building. Jennifer Lewis, we're sick of this shit. I was feeling away that day. I really felt her. Lizzo's first starring leading movie role was at Tharp. We talked about that. Talked about Napster. I think Infinite Reality. They got Napster. Infinite Reality bought Napster. Of course, you know, the bloggers were fighting. That was ATLian, Junkie Dineva, Tossaway K. Then that post office man scammed a lot of people out a lot of money. Corey Holcomb doing the most, just hilarious. Then people walking out on his set. We talk about that. SZA breaking Michael Jackson's record for her, you know, being on the Billboard Top 200 charts. The Close the Doors, of course. Nelly marrying Ashanti because she was pregnant, not because he loved her. And then Wicked for Good coming out. Then, of course, breast milk ice cream. We talked about that, and Sean Kingston and his mom being arrested. Then we talked about Eat, Drink, Play, Watch, that frivolous David Buster's lawsuit. Mario Kart World, of course, talked about that. And YouTube being worth $550 billion. The Zeus expose. The TikTok ban coming on Juneteenth. Velma Traham building up to 100 homes a day. We talked about that. Monopoly becoming a reality series. Then, of course, You know, we talked about Stormy and, you know, her stealing from Glinda Cosmetics. And then let's see here. Ray J being upset about sleepover. Remember that. Alice Ridley, who is Gabrielle Sidibe's mom, passed away. Of course, the confessionals. Kenya Moore's confessionals. Ooh, Lord, that was a series. That actually brought us to the 3,000 subscribers. So the announcement that was going to happen. And then, of course, Anonymous T, we love Anonymous T around here, came out, said we need to be said in that live. If it didn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Revolving that influencer scam. The Kenya Moore confessionals here. It was supposed to be on the 15th, but didn't happen. So 8,300 views. Then the one on Friday. Now it's at 8,900 views for that one. Could Hollywood become the new Detroit? We talked about that. Then, of course, Saturday was the confessionals. I'm talking about Tracy Ellis Ross and how she mourns not having a husband and kids, but also is not apologizing for, having a bad partner. Then, of course, Lee Corso retiring from ESPN College Game Day. Then, of course, Tamron Hall expose, all the Shannon Sharp news, Essence Festival Culture, Toys R Us, the live action movie. Let's see here. Baltimore not being one of the most dangerous cities. The lawsuit breakdown of Shannon Sharp. The Walt Disney World rebrand master plan. And then, this story right here about the woman who ironed her man's shirts. That way he can go out and cheat on her. That was woo. And then here we are now. So we have covered a lot. We have definitely covered a lot here on this channel. The fireworks are going off behind me. That's not to mention Beyond the Gates as well. So a lot went down here for sure. Now, I'm going to show you this because I did say I was going to show you that I was on Nickelodeon. Yes, indeed, I was. Let's see here. So shout out to Retro Nickelodeon. I'm gonna put up their YouTube channel. 579 subscribers. So here is Retro Nickelodeon. This is Retro Nickelodeon's channel. So this channel is dedicated to old commercials and promotions that aired on Nickelodeon for historical purposes. So definitely want to mention Retro Nickelodeon. And this was 90s or all that. This was a programming block on Teen Nick, for sure. And so my friend Bishop, he literally was just looking for a clip of me. And right here is that clip right there. So we're about to see that clip live right from the space right here, right now. I'm excited. I posted it to YouTube. And I posted it to TikTok. So here we go. So this is Lisa Giles from All of That. Okay, so here we go here.
We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch.
Well, that's Drake Bell right there. So Drake and Josh.
Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover.
That's Giovanni Samuels in the background, and that's Josh Peck.
Big sleepover pics. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
So that's me. That is me. Like, no joke, y'all. I remember this outfit right here. So, like I said, it was blue and orange plaid pants, and then that blue shirt, it was like music notes, and then like a little it was like a vinyl disc, or a vinyl record rather. Let's respect to our vinyl record. It was blue on the outside, orange on the inside. I remember hanging out with him for most of the day. But yeah, that little boy right there is Braylon Lee from Little Rock, Arkansas. Was one of 10 kids to win that contest to fly out to LA to be on the Snick Sleepover Jam. So let's finish out that clip there.
Oh yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done?
Scary stories.
I really was in my own world. Oh my
stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face? Must have been messy. You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Never been.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
I remember this set like it was yesterday, y'all. Oh my God. Like they had this look like kind of a retro 70s type of thing. And this was awesome.
Yeah. All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snake Sleepover Jam.
Oh, I remember him too. By the way, that was fake, y'all. That was fake. I think that was, I can't remember his name, but Kyle something, I think. So that's me there. That was
Dear,
oh my God, that was so much fun, y'all. Oh my God. So just to show y'all, SNICK Sleep Over Jam. Y'all, this was so here's the contest, just to show y'all that this was real, because I know sometimes when you hear a Nickelodeon contest, you know, are there any winners? They had the Nickelodeon Nickelodeon Take Over Your School contest, and then they had this Toys Us Super Toy Run. But here's the contest right here.
Wake up, it's jam time. Nick is having the ultimate sleepover. It's Nickelodeon Sleepover Jam 2003. It's live, it's late night, it's sick. Enter the Sleepover Jam 2003 sweepstakes for your chance to join the jam. 10 grand prize winners, each with 3 guests, will fly to Hollywood. Jam all night long with the cast of All That, live on the set at Nick Studios. It's live, it's late night, but whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Look for official entry forms on specially marked craft packages of Lunchables, fun fruits, or craft singles, or send a postcard with your name, age, address, and phone number to Nickelodeon Sleepover Jam 2003 Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 10728, Rochester, New York 14610. You can log on to nick.com for more details. Stay up late, raid the fridge, but please don't bother the cameraman. Nickelodeon Sleepover Jam 2003 Sweepstakes, brought to you by these Craft Kids brands and the place where only kids win.
Yeah, I know, right? So how cool is that? So here's the thing. I'm going to give y'all a funny story from the set of the Nickelodeon Snick Sleepover Jam, right? So this story was so damn funny, okay? So what happened was there was I can't put this. So there was this dark, story that there was this dark story that they were trying to tell, right? And so basically what they wanted you to do was say, but I didn't do that. I did not do that. I kept saying, ah! So we had to restart every scene because of me. Okay, so I just want y'all to know that yes, I was extra even back then. Okay, so the same person that you're seeing now is the same person I am now. And I remember also eating slime, on the show as well. So that was absolutely huge. So yeah, y'all, it was quite a good time. And it's funny because when I won, my dad thought it was a gimmick, right? So Nickelodeon kept calling the house every single day. And my dad picked up the phone. He was like, "What? My son has won what?" And we flew out to Hollywood and all expenses paid. We got to stay at the Sheraton Hotel. We still have pictures, right? We still have pictures in a photo album, right, of me being on the Snick Sleepover Jam and hang out with the executives and Nickelodeon Sunset, which is no longer there. And like I said, I remember like walking into Nickelodeon Sunset where, you know, Drake and Josh and iCarly and all that, and Zoe 101 and Victorious and just childhood. I remember Nickelodeon Let's Play when it was the Worldwide Day of Play, and they did that there, and just, oh man, that was absolutely huge. Yeah, so it was a time. It was definitely a time. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So 22 years ago, that happened to me. So like I said, I've been around for a very long time on the social media streets, and that really made my heart full to be able to share that with all of you. Like I said, I am genuinely grateful to each and every single one of you for seeing anything in me, taking time out to come over to say hi in the live chat, or, you know, even when I was in chat, you guys would say hi to me. I say hi to you. When my dad's grandma passed away and everybody was calling and texting and everything else, it really meant the world to me. Truly. And like I said, you know, you can forgive, but you don't forget, right? And but I'm at peace with who I am, because when you show your character, people will receive your character, right? So all is well within my soul. But I really wanted to come on live tonight just to, first of all, thank all of you that we made it to 3,000 subscribers, and also show that Braylon Lee was on Nickelodeon. I've been telling that story for so many years, and the fact that it is on YouTube is absolutely huge. So I do hope that by, you know, showcasing that video, that would give Retro Nickelodeon some credit there. I tagged Nickelodeon in it, so hopefully, you know, Nickelodeon will see that, and you know, maybe I could be interviewed by Nickelodeon. I think that would be really, really cool to be interviewed by Nick, because that was a fun time. That was fun. So yes, indeed. Hey, my thoughts. Welcome in, everybody. By the way, if you're wondering what's going on, we made it to 3,000 subscribers. If you're wondering what's going on here. Yes, indeed. And y'all remember when we were at 70,000 views? Look at this. This is because of y'all. 421,141 total views and 3,000, I think, 72 subscribers right there. Then, of course, you saw that Braylon Lee, Bray was on Nickelodeon. So in case you guys did see it, let me play it for you. Let me play it for you one more time, rather. So this is courtesy of Retro Nickelodeon. I want to give credit to the YouTube channel, of course. So this is Retro Nickelodeon's channel here. 579 subscribers. So it says this channel is dedicated to old commercials and promotions that aired on Nickelodeon for historical purposes. So shout out to Retro Nickelodeon for recording this iconic or Nick-conic moment here with Braylon Lee that we're about to see right now.
Big sleepover pics. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Hey, boy. Okay.
So what's the best thing you ever did to sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how
That
about you? What's
guy
the best?
right there who was smiling so hard was me, Braylon Lee, right there. Yes. Yeah, I was on Nickelodeon. Yes, I was. That's probably one of my greatest accomplishments in my media career. And like I said, it was quite humbling being on that set. And, you know, it would be cool to do a Snick Sleepover Jam. It would have been cool in 2023, you know what I mean, to find the kids that were on the show and, you know, do the Snick Sleepover Jam 2023 all grown up. I think that would have been really cool. But yeah, that was me. 22 years ago. Yeah, 2003 to 2025. That's 23 years ago. 22 years ago, rather, that Braylon Lee was on the #1 kids network, Nickelodeon. So let me finish this out.
Best thing you've ever done at a
Scary stories.
You see how happy I am.
scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face? Must have been
I
messy.
You
You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Never been.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah. All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snake Sleepover Jam.
Woo, man, oh man. So yeah, that was me on Nickelodeon. Yeah. So, oh man, I'm gonna turn on my camera now because we done the show for an hour. Yes, we have. Man, how cool is that? We get ready for the call to come in. Maybe they love to revive shows. Maybe the host this time. You know what? That could be the case. You know, I think Snick, Saturday Night Nick, Nickelodeon's not the same as it used to be, right? So, you know, maybe, just maybe, let's see here. Let me see something. I want to see something real quickly here. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. Because y'all know I'm a creative. Y'all know I am a creative. Yes, it did. Give me 1 minute. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Google Gemini. Image. All right. Hang on. Let's see here. We'll see if it'll do it for me. Oh, come on. Really? You can't make that for me? Really? Maybe I gotta spell it out. Oh. Spell. There we go. Let's see here. Will it do it for us? Y'all know I'm a creative, so give me a moment. Y'all, okay. Hang on 1 second. Now, I gotta come on camera for this. So, here's the thing, right? Because Nickelodeon is not the same anymore, I don't know if they would be open to reviving that for a show, but y'all know I'm a creative. So this is what I did, right? So this is through Gemini, okay? So I took the Snick Sleepover Jam, right? And right here, imagine a similar pillow-shaped design, but instead of the Nickelodeon orange and blue, we'll use colors more associated with BET, like black, gold, and perhaps a vibrant touch of purple or pink. The text will be arranged to say BET Sleepover Jam Live. The live could be in a dynamic, slightly italicized font to convey the energy of a live event. We could also incorporate some subtle graphic elements that hint at musical entertainment, like stylized sound waves or starbursts. This is a conceptual idea. Of course, BET hasn't actually hosted a Sleepover Jam live event that I am aware of. So I said to Gemini, can you do it one more time? Okay, so you ready? You ready? You ready? Y'all, listen. Okay, listen. If this shows up, BET, I want my damn credit. Okay, listen. Now all we gotta do is just build out BET to be able to make this a weekend broadcasting event. Okay, this will be a weekend programming block, and I really like this logo, so I'm going to download it. Okay, I'm going to download it live. Okay, I'm going to do this right here. Yeah, I'm just downloading that right there. Yeah, sure am. And let me tell you, Google, you did a fine job. The only thing missing is the T right there, but I think we all understand. So it would be cool, right, if they revive the Sleepover Jam concept for BET or MTV. And actually, would be good. Sleepover Jam live from Times Square weeknights at 6/5 Central, only on MTV. That would be really cool. But of course, networks they don't know how to be creative anymore. They lost their soul in creativity. But hey, that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my camera now. Back off camera. Right? I mean, listen. I'm just saying. But yeah, can you believe it, y'all? Like, we've made it to over 400,000 total views and over 3,000 subscribers. And then to showcase that I actually was on national television way back in the day. So, that's why I have rested with what people think, say, or how they want to move about my presence in the world, because I'm just like, okay, that's what you think, that's not what you know. So like I said, hopefully all in due time that listen, that might be a thing, so. And actually, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, because y'all know how I said that I would do Braylon's virtual tour live weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. Live on the E Network. Now, if we could work it out where maybe it could be BET Sleepover Jam, live at 11:35, 10:35 Central for like 2 hours weeknights on BET, and I could host that. Oh, let me tell you something. We would have a very good time. Can you imagine Lizzo in a negligee hanging out with Braylon Lee live on BET talking about gossip and stuff? Like, I'm just saying, like, but man, that would be a 12-hour day. I mean, Good Morning America, and then, all the other shows I would have to tape, and then Braylon's virtual tour live weeknights, and then host the BET's Sleepover Jam live on BET weeknights at 11:35, 10:35 Central. Like that, and yes, believe me, there will be multi-million-dollar checks from each show, okay? Because we ain't doing this ish for free, okay? Say the course and move in silence. You know I will, my friend. You know I will. But listen, I just want to showcase the receipts. Because I think we all know that I don't miss when I shoot. You know what I mean? In terms of media, culture, human interest stories around here, and people keep asking, where's the content? Where's the content? Where's the content? I mean, let me just show the content, since people are asking where's the content and stuff, not like we do that over here all the time or nothing, but we do consistently, very, very, very consistently. Ah, my Lord, just all this content, okay, all this content. Yeah, still scrolling. All original content. And these are just the live streams. You can't forget my 901 videos for Love and Marriage Huntsville, my Beyond the Gates videos, and of course, my virtual tour destination roundups as well. Shout out to How I See It TV for giving me that inspiration there. But look at this, y'all. 1,800 videos. Like I said, 1,857 videos of original digital content. That old lady kept asking, where's the beef? And Wendy's kept getting paid. That part right there. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the 5 people that are here. We are celebrating the fact that we've made it to 3,000 subscribers. And we are right now at 421,141 views. So it's the growth for us to use our Kaleidoscope Hair Care products phrase there. And then, of course, in case you didn't know, Braylon Lee was on Nickelodeon. Roll it!
We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face?
Uh-huh.
Must have been
I
messy.
You
did?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Yeah, never been.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah! All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam.
So 22 years ago, this little guy right here.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you?
So that little guy right there is Braylon Lee. Yes, I know, very meta. I know. And by the way, shout out to Retro Nickelodeon for bringing this piece of history in time in my life and in Nickelodeon's life as well. Saturday Night Nick was a huge programming block back in the day. So yeah, that little guy right there. That little guy right there with the glasses, that's me. That's me. All grown up. I know, right? So how cool is that? So yes, indeed. Hey, the 5 people there. I know, right? It's like, wait a minute, Bray, you've been around. Yeah, I've been around, ladies and gentlemen. I've been around that Nickelodeon, Steve Harvey morning show, talking to Steve Harvey with 7.5 million people listening. Ozzy Media, saying goodbye to Mary and We TV. Of course, ABCnews.com with ABC on campus as well. So I've been around iHeartRadio. I was on iHeartRadio at 26 years old with Code and Radio as well. So I've been around. I've been around for quite a while. So, you know, when I saw this clip, I'm like, oh my Lord Jesus, because I was like, how am I going to introduce this to my audience? And then I said to Bishop, you know what? I'm going to do I was about to say 5K celebration. We will get there. By the way, hey, YouTube, can the 5,000 subscribers, you know, when we get to 5,000 subscribers, can we get a bronze plaque? Just saying, just to give us a little motivation. But yeah, right there, that little guy right there, Braylon Lee. So when this clips, it's going to show me pointing this way. So for the StreamYard clip over here, but it's going to flip over that way. But yep, that little guy right there with the glasses is Braylon Lee. 22 years ago on Nickelodeon. So that's a pretty cool moment there as the fireworks are going off behind this iconic moment there, or that Nick-conic moment. So back off camera there, yes indeed. So yes indeed. Like I said, if you guys want to drop in the chat, if you guys got any questions for me about my time with Nickelodeon, let me know. I don't mind, answering questions. I remember it like it was yesterday. So yes, indeed. So what you all are about? So 194 views on Instagram, which is awesome. And then I think it's got over 200 views. I think it's got over 200 views on TikTok. I think so. Because I think the last time that Slick Sleepover Jam has ever been heard of was literally in 2003. So yeah, this is probably the first time in a long time that you've ever heard of the Slick Sleepover Jam. So yeah, so 502 views on 502 views on TikTok right now. So hopefully it'll get to 1,000 and maybe Nickelodeon picks it up. But even if they don't pick it up, I really just wanted to share that with all of you, just to show that anything in life is possible. So, yes, indeed. Y'all give me one moment, Ruka. Hey, everybody. Welcome back in. We are live on tour. If you're wondering what's going on, that is Little Bray with Big Bray. That's right. I was on Nickelodeon 22 years ago there. I just had to talk to my mom about some adult things. But yes, indeed, 22 years ago, your friend, and family, Braylon was on Nickelodeon. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we'll be here for a little bit longer, and then we will probably head on out. But yeah, I wanted to come on to show y'all that, and also, actually, let me do this here. Just make it a screenshot. Yes, indeed. Oh, hang on. Sniffles, child. Oh, come on, laptop. Work with me now. I guess. There we go. All right. But yes, indeed. So just wanted to come on and show that to y'all for a little bit there. But yes, indeed. So fun times had. Back off camera. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, we are just chilling out here. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I still cannot believe that 22 years ago, I was actually on the Kids Network. Like this, and I didn't really even recognize how long it's been until my friend Bishop said it out loud. Like, I'm 30 years old right now. So let me do some math here. So let's see. So 30 minus 22. That's like an 8-year difference, right? Of me being on Nickelodeon. Like I said, shout out to Retro Nickelodeon for making it do what it do with that iconic moment. I didn't even know that I was on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. What? I know you look. Oh no. Okay, y'all. I gotta share this with y'all. This is just sad. Damn it. Okay, y'all. I gotta share this with y'all. I have to share it with y'all. I have to share it with y'all because as we are live on tour, you never know what's gonna happen when we're live on tour. So let me do this real quickly here. I'm not gonna wait until Monday to talk about this because y'all deserve to know about it now. It literally just came out, 53 minutes ago? 54 minutes ago, so under an hour ago. Damn, this is sad, man, because a lot of people really like this show. But you know what? They'll free up Queen Latifah to do some other things. And if you're wondering what's going on, here it is here. The Equalizer canceled after 5 seasons at CBS. It's just broke. Like I said, 54 minutes ago here. CBS has canceled the reboot of The Equalizer after 5 seasons. Variety has learned the series, which is led by Queen Latifah, was the last remaining bubble show at the broadcast network. The season finale airing on May 4th will now serve as the series finale. Previously, CBS had canceled the freshman multi-cam Papa's House, as well as both FBI International and FBI Most Wanted. CBS had also aired a backdoor pilot for a potential Equalizer spinoff earlier this season, which is also not moving forward. The move to cancel The Equalizer is not altogether surprising, as it was also on the bubble last season. It is co-produced by CBS Studios and outside studio Universal Television, making it a less attractive option for CBS financially, particularly this late in its run. The network has also already picked up a number of new drama shows for next season, including a new entry, the FBI franchise starring Tom Ellis, another Universal Television co-production, and comedy pilot DMV2 series. CBS has also already ordered the Fire Country spinoff, Sheriff Country, as well as the Blue Bloods, spinoff Boston Blue. The Matthew Gray Gerber drama Einstein was also picked up for next season, but CBS pushed the show to the 2026-2027 season earlier this week. CBS previously announced a large number of renewals, including a 2-season pickup for comedy Ghost, as well as ordering more seasons of shows like Tracker and NCIS. The Equalizer was reimagining the 1980 series with Queen Latifah starring as Robert McCall, former DI operative, who will help people with nowhere else to turn. The cast also includes Tori Kittles, Adam Goldberg, Liza Lapari, Layla De Leon Haynes, and Lorraine Toussaint. She was on Rosewood on Fox. The series was developed for television by Andrew Malone and Terry Miller, and based on the original series, co-created by Richard Linden, Joseph C. Wilson, Queen Latifah, Deborah Martin Chase, Shaquem Peter, John Davis, John Fox, Luther Jones, and Robert Hanning served as executive producers. But first of all, to make it a 5 seasons on TV is huge, so let's give it up for that. Number 2, I don't believe the Equalizer is done, because let me tell you something. ABC could pick this up very easily. Fox could pick it up. NBC could pick it up. So I'm praying for the Equalizer to come back. And also, too, this could easily be on Hulu. This could easily be on Netflix. So I'm not giving up. But also, too, low key, just low key. Because I kind of want this show to come back. I kind of want this show to come back. Just a little bit, you know. Just a little bit, you know. This should have stayed on TV, you know. Yes. Okay, hang on, let me. So this show right here, if this show comes back, you know, I wouldn't mind it. Here we go.
On September 16th, join Queen Latifah. Welcome to the Queen Latifah Show.
Oh, man.
The laughter. That was the highlight of my year. Cue the heart.
You all need a little inspiration, right?
Cue the fun.
I think I can pull it off, right, ladies?
The Queen Latifah Show premieres September 16th.
This is exciting.
I know.
If this show happens to come back, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I think that Queen Latifah coming to, you know, daytime TV, or coming back to daytime TV, I think would be amazing. Here is a behind. Well, first of all, here's the set of Big Sexy. Now, this was designed by the Lenny Kravitz. Yes, the singer that every woman and man has a crush on. This one right here. He designed this set. Oh my. There. And this was the most significant. Oh my Lord. Now this right here, so upstairs was like a bedroom and stuff. She would come out these doors here, and this was where the audience could be a little bit closer to Queen Latifah. This was a DJ booth over here. So this is what the set looked like, and then of course there was a performance area here, like a multi-purpose area. But this was on the most beautiful sets I've ever seen on daytime TV. To the point where I would actually sleep on the set. Like, I'm sorry. And, you know, when the Braylon talk show happens, I'm probably going to sleep on the set the night before my first taping. Just not superstitious, but I am very solstitious. You know what I mean? So check this out.
All right, folks, thank you for your patience. We're going to start. It's time to show. Let's finish for us. In 9, 8, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4. Big applause for
So if this comes back, please believe I'm here for it, okay? But very unfortunate that the Equalizer got canceled after 5 seasons. But listen, don't cry because it's over. Cry joy because it happened. So yes, indeed. Back off camera once again. Man, oh man. So just want to bring that to you all there. Very, very sad. I don't like bringing y'all news like that. I really don't. But yes, it did. So, well, y'all, with that being said, that's our show for this evening. Just want to come on and celebrate the fact that we got to 3,000 subscribers, okay? In case you need to know where we are with the numbers here we are. 3,072 subscribers and 1,857 videos, and now we are at 421,141 views. And then of course here, let me get back to it. Then this little guy right here in the blue outfit is little Bray. That's right, little Bray with Big Bray. Yes, indeed. So right there, I'll play it for y'all one more time before we head out. So let me reverse it and play.
We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fights.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face? Must have been messy. You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Never been.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam.
Oh man. Yeah, that little guy who's running right there in the blue, that was good. Yes, indeed. So what a fun time we had this evening. Yes, indeed. It's time for Daily Mo where love life and life will love you back. Love people and they will love you back. Arthur Rubinstein. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Love life and life will love you back. Love people and they will love you back. Love life and life will love you back. Love people and they will love you back. Arthur Rubinstein. Yes, indeed. There. All right, y'all. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Friday, May 2nd, 2025. Rich and meaningful. Why would you be so anxious to jump to the next thing when you'll then move on just as quickly to the next thing after that? Perhaps you could benefit by taking time to pause, focus, consider, and savor. Savor rather. An endless stream of stimulation and information flows your way. You can't possibly absorb it all What you can do, however, is choose to experience and absorb some of it very well. You can prioritize quality and depth over sheer quantity. Do you worry that you'll be missing something? That worry is useless, because even when you're consumed with it, you're sure to miss out on plenty. But it's not what you miss out on that matters. What enriches your life are the experiences you do have, things you do know, the actions you do take. Give each moment, each interaction, each new discovery the time, care, and full attention it deserves. Then instead of a massive collection of worthless artifacts, you can build an increasingly rich and meaningful life. You know, I don't read these before the show. I really don't, because I want to give you the best daily motivator there. You know, when I first got started with this YouTube channel, I didn't know what it was going to be. I really did. YouTube is really weird. You are producing your voice as you're finding your voice. So the first thing I'll tell you about something being rich and meaningful is give yourself an opportunity for you to enjoy the process of figuring out what's rich and meaningful. A lot of times we miss out on the fact of, oh my God, this hard work is so draining. But yet we miss out on the joy of being in the process of finding out what's rich and meaningful. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you about rich and meaningful is, do you worry that you'll miss out on something? That worry is useless, because even when you're consumed with it, you're sure to miss out on plenty. You will miss out on things. You will miss out on things. Sometimes because you need to mentally reset. Other times it might be your own fault. But as long as you know your heart, your mind, and your soul, and you give the best you have, rich and meaningful things will always be in your life. That's the second thing I'll tell you. And then finally, the third thing I will tell you about rich and meaningful is give each moment, each interaction, each new discovery the time, care, and full attention it deserves. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, we do that and then some on this channel. Every single tour we have been on together live, it's been especially curated, created, and celebrated purposefully to showcase what we can become. A lot of times we hear of the negative of what we can't be. And I'm not able to change the whole world, and neither are you. But what we are able to do is you bring your best solution as yourself. I bring my best solution as myself. And hopefully by coming together, we'll rise up to the higher that's waiting and miss the lower that's available for all of us. So with that being said, everybody, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. And I will end it right here with... right here with little Bray right here. And shout out to Retro Nickelodeon once again for giving us this great moment. With that being said, from Big Bray and Little Bray, know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you were always born a blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself? It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, if I spend time together, we'll be great together. And I always remember where you do radio, television, YouTube, live your best life, or you're just showcasing people that you know, your resume speaks for itself. So keep being the owner, the creator, and the sole proprietor of who you are. Because as long as you keep showcasing your character, people will receive your character. And just a pro tip, make sure that you're taking care of what you're creating. If you take care of what you're creating, people will eventually love you. If you take care of what you're creating, people will eventually love you. If you take care of what you're creating, people will eventually love you. Always remember, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give, wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, that little guy right there, man, precocious, curious, and didn't know what he was going to become, but he knew he wanted to become something. And I will just say this, in the words of oh man, I think of the movie Meet the Robinsons, the 2007 Disney movie. And when Wilbur Robinson, meets his future self, and he asks, is this going to be my future? And he says, well, I don't know if it'll be your future, but there's only one way to find out. You got to go back to your time and put in the work in your time to get to this time. It has a song called Let It Go. Let it rise up off your shoulders. Let it go with these small hours. Don't negate these small hours of work in your life, because those small hours lead to incredible experiences. Let your mind be present, let your spirit be available, and have the soul to be open to what can be. That little guy right there, little Bray, big Bray. If I could be on Nickelodeon 22 years ago, let me tell you something, there might be a dream that's dormant for you, that's been dormant for 22 years. It's never too late. As long as you are above the ground and not below it, you still have a chance for your dream to come true. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. We feel the love. We feel the love. And we send it right back to you all. One love, much love, all love, everybody. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I'll play it one more time. That's Braylon Lee right there on Nickelodeon. One more time. Here we go.
We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to snick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
You usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face?
Uh-huh.
Must have been messy.
Yeah.
You did?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Never been.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah! All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam.
Running on a live television set. Like I said, everybody. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me reverse it right here.
Best thing you've ever done.
As the fireworks are going off behind us there. Yes, indeed, as you can see there. With Little Bray and Big Bray. We love you both. We love you all, rather. And we send the love right back to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love you all. And I will see you real, real soon. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought.
Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
Do you usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face?
Uh-huh.
Must have been
I
messy.
pied each other. Yeah, I got bored.
You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Yeah, I got bored.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah! All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam. We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
Do you usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face?
Uh-huh.
Must have been
I
messy.
pied each other in the face. Yeah, I got bored.
You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Yeah, I got bored.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah! All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam. We are having a great time here at the Snick Sleepover Jam. But don't just sit and watch. Log on to nick.com and make your sleepover even better. First, go to the party counter and tell us how many people are at your sleepover. Then go to the game section and play some jammin' party games, like the Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush game, where you help Timmy escape Vicky's clutches so he can scarf down as many treats as possible. Then take the ultimate sleepover poll, where you vote for your perfect sleepover picks. And don't forget to leave a message on our message board. That's where you can tell everybody the best thing that you ever did at a sleepover. Here are some of the posts that already came in.
Okay, so what's the best thing you ever did at a sleepover?
Pillow fight.
Pillow fights? Are you good at pillow fights?
Oh, yeah.
Do you usually win?
Oh, yeah.
All right, how about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a...
Scary stories.
Scary stories? What kind of scary stories?
The mummy.
A mummy? Ooh, scary. How about you?
Once we pied each other in the face.
You pied each other in the face?
Uh-huh.
Must have been
I
messy.
pied each other in the face. Yeah, I got bored.
You did? That's crazy. How about you? What's the best thing you've ever done at a sleepover?
Yeah, I got bored.
You've never been to a sleepover?
No.
This is your first sleepover?
Yes.
Give it up for him!
Yeah! All right, keep staying up with us. And now more SpongeBob here on the Snick Sleepover Jam.
Prepare for a journey
Sleepover Jam.
beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.